What's up, YouTube? Let's do the New York Times hard Sudoku puzzle for August 19th, 2025. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe for more Sudoku videos like this. And if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, there's a link in the description. So with that out of the way, let's fill the grid. All right, we have... Let's take a quick look for the New York Times trick. We've got 8, 4, and 1 here, so they can't go in these 3 cells. We already have an 8. We do have a 4, 1 that looks here. So 4 and 1 are going to be limited, but to these 3 cells. So we can't really do much with that yet. This 5 is looking into this column here. Let's just mark 5 here. And 5 is going to go in one of these 2 cells. Let's see, 1, 3, and 5 against this column here. So this, we do have the New York Times trick here. 1, 3, and 5 have to go right here. All right, so let's fill that out. This can only be 3, 5 with 1 in the box. This can only be 1, 5 with 3 in the column. And this is just 1, 3 with 5 up here. So this is our 1, 3, 5 in this column. Still need an 8 and 9, and there's an 8 here, so this is the 8 and this is the 9. And now the remaining triple looks like 2, 4, and 7. And this is just 2, 4 because we have 7 looking at that cell. Okay, so we do get the New York Times trick today down here. Is there anything else? Okay, 7 has to be in one of these 2 cells. I think that might be it, but let's keep going around the grid. 7 and 7 are pointing up here. This 5 looks across, this 5 looks up, this 5 looks up, so this has to be a 5. Okay. Eight's going to be in one of these 2 cells. We got 8 here and here. All right, we got 1 and 1 looking into this box. So 1's going to be in one of these 3 cells. 7 and 7. Limit 7 to these 2 cells in this box. This 3 looks up and this 3 looks across. So 3 is in one of these 2 cells here. 2 and 2 are pointing up here. We got 6s down here pointing over to this box. Let's take a quick look at this column. It's down to 4. We need a 1, 2, 5, 6. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 5, 9. This one sees all 3 except for 2. It sees 1, 9, and 5. So 1 has to be a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is a 2. And then we still need 1, 5, and 9. So this is going to be 1, 9 right here. This will be 5, 9 with 1 over here. And this is just 1, 5. Okay. We got 2 8s looking into this box. So 8's going to be limited to these 2 cells. Let's go down here. Let's look at the, actually we have 4s looking up to this box and this 4 looks across. So this gives us a 2, 4 pair up here in this box. So can we do anything else with that? Let's see, 1 looks across and 1 looks up. So that does place a 1 right here. And that puts 1 in one of these 2 cells. Come over here and mark 1 in one of these two cells. And actually, if you look at this box here, 1 is going to be somewhere in here. We don't know where, but it's going to be somewhere in here. It can't be over in this column. So it's going to line up with these two 1s. And it's going to mean that 1 will not be in any of these cells down here. So this can't be a 1 anymore. This has to be a 3. And this is the only place for 1 in the column. Why do I have 1? Well, I placed a 1 there. That's, yeah. So this should be a 9. So this is 5, and this is 1. So now 9's over here. Actually, we can place a 9 right here. And then 9's going to be in one of these 3 cells. Okay, so 3 now. 3 is going to be in one of these 3 cells. If you look at 4 here in this column, 4 is not going to go here or here. It's also not going to go here or here because of these 4's over here. So this is a 4. So, and this given 4 up here, actually I could have restricted that from the beginning when I did this triple, when I saw the New York Times trick. So this is only 2, 7. Let's look at this column now. We're down to 4. We need 2, 3, 6, 7. This is just 3, 7. Yeah, I'll just leave that as it is there for now. All right, let's make sure we didn't miss anything here. I don't see anything. How about down here though? So we got 3 and 3. So 3 is in one of these 2 cells. Oh, which means, oh yeah, we can just finish this bottom row with the 5. Okay, so 3 is going to be limited to these 2 cells. That 5 points up here, places that 5. All right, so now 3 points into this box and is limited to these 2 cells. The remaining 3 digits are 3, 6, and 7 right here. And actually 6 and 7 see this cell. So this has to be a 6, 7 pair, which means that this is not 3. The 3 has to go here. That means 3 goes there. And now 3 is restricted to these 2 cells. And this isn't 7 now because of the 6, 7 pair. So this is 7. We're left with 3. Actually, the 6, 7 points down here as well, so that's not 6. All right, so what we have left here is an 8, 9, and the 9 goes here. 8 goes here. 9 is not 8. 9 is restricted to these 2 cells now. I'm just going to fill that row in. 2, 4, 9 is what's left in the row. This is a pair. This is going to be 3, 5. Can finish this column with a 9. So this is not 9 anymore. This is a pair. And what is it? It's a 1, 8 pair. So this is 8, this is 1. That's not 1 anymore. And the 8 points over here and makes that 8. So in this column, let's look at this column. We need 2, 3, 4, and 7. So this is only 2, 3. This is 2, 3, or 7. We need a 2, 4, 8, 9. So these 2 cells are only from 2, 4, 8. The box needs 2489. The row needs 2487. All right, let's go back up here. We need two. Let's go to the top. We need three. Oh no, three. This has to be a 3. Yeah, we had 3 restricted there. So this 3 makes this a 2, makes this a 4, makes this a 7, makes that a 2. All right, this is a 4-8 pair now. So the 3's in one of these 2 cells here in this box. Let's go to this box here. We have 3 cells left. We need 2, 6, and 7. So 2 sees this cell and this cell, so this must be the 2. That makes that 2 and 4. 4 has to go here now. And that resolves the 4-8 pair down here. And now we can place 8 up here. And what do we have left here? The 7 and 6. So 7 has to go here, 6 here. We'll finish this box with a 6, and that points here. So this is 6, this is 7. This is 1, 7. So this is the 7, this is 1. 1's going to be in one of these 2 cells here. We're down to, this is not 7. Where can 7 go in this box? It has to go here because we have 7s pointing to this column, and you know this column's filled, and the 2 7s pointing over here. So this is 7. That leaves a 1, 9 for this column. So this is the 1, this is the 9. That means that's 1. This is a 3, 6. So the 6 goes here, 3 goes here, 3 here, 5 here. This is not 3 or 5 anymore. This must be a 9. This is a 3. We need a 2 to finish that row. The 2 points down here makes that 2 and 9, and we're left with, that's not 3 anymore, we need a 5 and a 6. So 5 goes here and 6 goes here. All right, not too bad today. We had the New York Times trick down here. So if you notice that, you can start off with the 8-9 pair over here. And then what else? There was several hidden pairs. The 2-4 up here. What else? There's a couple other hidden pairs in there. And there might have been a single also. I'm trying to think. Up here, I think there was a single on a 2 right here. So those were probably the keys to the puzzle today. But other than that, I mean, even with that, is a pretty standard New York Times hard puzzle today. So let me know how you did in the comments, and I'll see you next time.